Hello everyone and welcome again to this channel. My name is Daniel and in this video we are going to talk about the things that you should never say at the US port of entry. So if you are watching us for the first time, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and that's the only way you can support us in this channel. So, as you prepare to move to the United States after your visa of any category at the US Embassy, and after it has been approved, just bear in mind that there will be another interview experience at the US port of entry as you move to the United States. At the US port of entry, you will be told to declare all the things that you are bringing to the United States before you land at any of the US international port of or airport. After landing, you are supposed to hand over your declaration form to the customs officials. After that, you will be subjected to an interview and you'll be asked things like what is your purpose to the United States? They want to know whether you understand why you are coming to the United States as you indicated in your DS-160 form or another form that you filled for your visa, and whether you know what type of visa you are having and which is bringing you to the United States. How long will you stay in the United States? They want to say the duration as per your DS-160 form and also as the visa that was granted to you. Where will you be staying in the United States? Or where are you going to the United States? They want to know the specific place where you are visiting in the United States. So you must be knowing where you are going to stay, whether in a friend's house or in an hotel accommodation. How long do you travel to the United States? So they want to say, how often have you been to the United States? If you have never been to the United States, you say you have never been. If you have been to the United States a number of times, you must be able to tell them how many times you have been in the United States. When was the last time you visited the United States? They want you to tell them whether you have been to the States and when was that time when you were there last. And sometimes they may want to know what purpose brought you to the United States. Please give me a copy of your hotel reservation. If you are coming to the States as a tourist, they may ask you a copy of your reservations at the hotels where you will be staying. So be ready to have all those documents at hand at the port of entry. What do you do in your home country? They want to know what kind of business or what kind of job do you do in your home country. By so telling them what you do in your home country, they will be able to maybe guess whether you are a kind of person who will be able to travel back home to your home country after the business in the United States, or you are a kind of person who is likely to sneak and stay in the United States. What is your primary job occupation? It's the same question. You must tell them what you do, and the kind of job you do is the one that may determine whether you are allowed entry to the States or you are denied. How much money are you bringing or carrying in cash to the United States or in check? Normally, they want you to declare any amount of money that you are bringing to the United States, more especially if it is more or above 10,000 USA dollars. So you must be able to declare that either in cash or in traveler's check. Which is your next destination after the United States? They want to see whether you are a kind of person who travels around the world, and in essence what they have in mind in this case, they want to see what you have in mind after your journey or your stay in the United States, whether you will say something like going back to your home country or you are planning to overstay in your visit to the United States. So you must be very keen on that. They can also ask you a question like, when do you plan to return to your home country or your residence country? So in this case, you must be very specific as per the visa which was granted to you. If the visa was for 1 month, you tell them after 1 month, I will go back to my home country. Be very keen on that. Do you have any friend in the United States? This is a tricky question. More especially those ones traveling as tourists. Never say you have a friend in the United States. If you say yes, you have a friend, they may say that you are not going to stay in the hotels as per your reservations. Therefore, you are going to stay in this friend's home. So be very keen. Say no, then you will proceed. And if you are under a DV lottery program, the customs officer will ask for the brown envelope, go through it, its content, and if satisfied, will ask you where you are going, whether you changed your host, and if you changed your host, they will always ask to provide the new host and his or her address or the contact. So be ready on that. Thereafter, the customs officer will stamp received in the United States, your pass, and finally will say welcome to the United States of America. And then you proceed to the luggages area where you will pick your bags and wait for whoever was coming to receive you from the airport. So guys, at the US port of entry, never say anything that you can interpret, which can be interpreted as a potential security threat or a deliberate attempt to violate immigration laws in the United States. Always be truthful and provide accurate information about you and your purpose to the United States, and answer the questions as they are asked by the customs officer. Never should you say, I'm not sure where I'm going. If you are asked where you are going to the States, never also say you don't know how long you will stay. If you are asked about the duration in the United States, also do not lie about your identity or travel plans. Always provide accurate information regarding your citizenship and travel itinerary. Avoid vague answers. Just answer the questions direct as they come from the officer. Also, do not discuss any legal activities, and never should you mention about any plan to engage in criminal activities in the United States. Always be cautious about sensitive topics like religion and political beliefs. Just be mindful on how you put your responses to avoid any potential misunderstanding. And if you are not sure about something, just ask for clarification. And if you don't understand the question, politely ask for clarification too. And finally, if you can, please consult an immigration lawyer or attorney if you have a complex immigration issues before traveling or before going back to your home country if you are denied entry. Thank you guys for watching us, and remember to subscribe to this channel. That's the only way you can support us. Share our videos, and let's see you in our next video. Bye bye.